So hi guys, good morning everyone. So today we're going to make kunu. It's made from guinea corn. I'll attach the picture of the type of guinea corn I used. So I have already soaked in my guinea corn overnight. So I've already soaked in my guinea corn overnight. This is what the guinea corn looks like. So this is an overnight soak. So I'm going to wash it thoroughly. I'm going to wash till the water is clear. So at this stage, we have washed it like 4 to 5 times. So we'll now remove. So while you are removing it from water, be careful because of stones that might have settled down at the bottom of the bowl. I don't know if you can see it. You can see some stone. This is a stone. Yeah. You can see. Although these are already before I soaked it yesterday, I removed most of the sand, but it's still there. So now this is the already washed guinea corn. This is already washed guinea corn. So I'm going to remove some out of it that will keep aside and grind. So now, if you want, you can take it to the local mill to grind. But me, I'm using my blender. So this is the quantity that we'll grind together with. We'll grind later. This is the quantity. So this is the potato we're going to use. I'm peeling them. See me here. Can't stay with your brother. Come. I don't know why kids. It's that time that you are busy that they know they'll disturb you. So I learned one new method of using, although it's called potato peeler. I never knew that you can use it for sweet potato. And I'm using it now and I'm enjoying it. So I saw it online while going through the video. And it's fast though. If you're using knife now, you slip here. Yeah. Very fast before you sharp, you're done. Now we learn every day. So this is the potato. Because I'm using my blender, I'm trying to chop it as small as possible. But if you are using an industrial grinder, you take it to all those people that normally use their engine machine to be any size possible. And when you are grinding it, be careful not to add too much water. So I add my guinea corn drink, locally called kunu. I add ginger. You can add more ginger if you want it very hot. Then clove and uda. These are what I add in my own to give it a unique taste. So this is in this bowl we have that guinea corn I set aside previously, potato, ginger, uda seed, and cloves. I cannot believe that making kunu can be this stressful. This is not my first time, but when you have a newborn and a toddler that is used to allow you to breathe with it. So this is how we. So now this is our already grinded guinea corn. This is it. So I use my blender to grind it, but you can use the commercial grinder. I'm adding it into this bowl now. Leave here. I'm adding it into this bowl, and already I have water boiling. Already boiling. It will boil well. Then I will start transferring it little by little into the grinded guinea corn. So this is it. So instead of introducing any other water, I'm using the hot water to rinse off the bowl. So we're done with that. Go and drop those bottles. So gradually, as I add the water, so it's going to look like you are making pap. So I'm adding the water gradually. Can you allow me to do what I'm doing? Yeah. So as you can see that it has changed color. It's like pap. So you will leave it for a bit before we come and add our mixture of sweet potato. We leave it to cool off a bit for like approximately 5 minutes before we add our sweet potato, guinea corn, ginger, and the rest to mix. So leave it to cool off a little bit. So it's been 5 minutes or more. So you can see it's looking like a pap. So now this is where we introduce our grinded potato and this thing. So this is our grinded potato. I use my blender for it. So and you turn. Mix. So as you've mixed it in, so the heat now will now cook the potato. So you allow it to cool down before you sieve, or you allow it to cool down to how you can handle, because it's better you sieve it while it's still hot or warm, so that it won't go bad. When you after sieving it, you now let it cool down before you bottle it, so it won't go bad. But if you have a fridge or a freezer that is already working and it's frozen, once it cools down to a considerable amount of temperature, you can now bottle and put inside the freezer or fridge, which I will show you. This is how it's supposed to look at this stage now. If you taste it and it's not sweet enough to your liking, you can add in sugar, dates, honey, any sweetener of your choice. But the goal is to, if your sweet potato is sweet enough, you don't need to add any sweetener because it will give it that sweet taste. But if it's not sweet enough, this is where you now add all your sweeteners. Then you allow it to cool a little bit, or how you can handle before you filter it. So we want to start sieving now. As you can see, this is how it turned out. So now some people use that sieve for pap. But me, I prefer to use this one. Now, if you have a juicer, you can normally separate chaff from the juice. You can also use it. Now, this sieve I'm using is because we like to feel some texture, to have some texture in the drink. If you don't want some texture, you want it to be very smooth, you can use paps, the sieve for pap. The sieve for pap. So one of the things that made me not really enjoy doing these drinks are messing up the whole place, because sometimes it just mess up the whole environment where you stay to do it. And our drink for the next 3 to 4 days, it will be our water, our every. Even as my baby is going to resuming school tomorrow now, this will be his juice. So this size of this bottle, this 35 cl. The 5 cl is going for 500 naira. Going for 500 naira. While 50 cl is 1,000, 75 cl is 1,500. If you want me to make it for you. Guys, we have finished bottling our kunu. This is 75 cl. This is 1,500. Why this 35 cl? 500. 500. So this one is just for home consumption. So if you want me to produce for you, just let me know.